up, world? It's your girl, Miss Asia B, and I am kicking it with none other than Mr. Van. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down with us today.
No, thank you. I really want to appreciate the time for you to come out and support and show me love. Really appreciate that.
No problem. So let's get right into it. Mr. Van, that's the name. So, where did it come from and what does it mean?
Well, Mr. Van is actually starts from, I would say, my grandfather Joseph Van and my grandmother Mary Van, and I carry the name as far as my mother's side. Everybody from my mother's side is a Van, and basically it just means family. I mean, a lot of people compare it to the whole Van situation, which I do have a part of too. But I mean, Van is really my last name.
Okay. So, you're working on an album. It's titled Van Off the Wall. What can we expect to see on the album? And is the Vans clothing line sponsoring you?
Well, as far as off the album, I mean, you can expect, the other side of the family, the Jacksons. Basically, you can expect, just phenomenal music and just bringing it back to the 80s, like the off the wall era. We took the Van and my last name and off the wall, as far as MJ the Great, and took those, combined it together with the BMX biker and skater feel, and put those together. And as far as the sponsorships, me and Kevin Bailey are in the wraps of working the situation out, which is the president of Vans. So,
Whatever happened to the mixtape album Before the Lenses come out, hosted by actress Mia Michelle?
well, I felt like that album was more so of like it was rap, and at the time I was doing mixed albums. I was doing the Van Off the Wall album, and I was doing the mixtape. And to me, I mean, with 10,000 units boxed up, I really don't want to have a single. I don't want people to portray me and water me down in my image as far as, having a mixtape out without releasing a single. So, I mean, it's still going to, show up, and people, it'll probably be the lost mixtapes. And for me, I feel like it was ahead of its time anyway. So, we're going to catch up, with the era of my mixtape. And as soon as the single drops, then, I can put out the mixtape from there.
Now, we know that Mr. Van hangs out with a lot of celebrities. I guess what projects are you working on that you just finished and that you're working on others?
Um, well, I can say I just finished, Quincy Brown. You guys probably seen his Sweet 16. Probably they know him as Diddy's son. Some people know him as Albie Short's son. You know, basically I just finished his three singles up. We did She Really Knows the IQ, which we actually recorded out in Tampa, Florida. Beach Girl, Take You to the Beach, and I just did a new record which he's gonna drop on his next mixtape called Let's Get Physical. So I mean, I did some things with Quincy. Obviously, you've seen the situation with Owen Marcus and Mariana Marcus. Brandon. I mean, a few others. We have a lot of things that we're working out, but some I can't speak about. But those are some of the names that we actually I just finished up as far as projects.
Who are your top five influences in music?
Oh, good question. I would have to say, of course, we gotta give number one to MJ. Number two, I'm gonna have to give that one to Stevie Wonder because he painted pictures without seeing. So I gotta give that one definitely to Stevie Wonder. Number three, I give the Pharrell, Pharrell Williams. Very different. Very futuristic. Number five, I would have to say, to me, I feel in the R&B world, a lot of people would probably look at me like, "Wow, did he say this?" But I feel like Donald Jones is incredible as far as an R&B artist for number four. And number five, let me see. I have to say me. I feel like I'm the fifth, so.
What's the hardest thing that you've ever dealt with in life?
Um, I would have to say, the two things really, to share this, because I know a lot of people could relate of, going through situations and not knowing who their father was to, I didn't know my father, who my real father was till I was 12 years old. So, I mean, that was like one of the toughest things going to school to, really find out and how major it was on who my father was till I was 12. And, just getting in trouble, I think getting arrested twice, getting in trouble trying to follow the leader. And, but I mean, you learn from your mistakes. So, a lot of people out there, take the right road. I mean, do something positive. There's a lot of opportunity, as far as making your own company, anything else. I mean, I was just doing way too much. So, but I have to say those are the two things that was like I had to go through.
You have a clothing line. It's called Candy Fresh. It's actually been featured on the Nickelodeon Kid Choice Awards 3 times. So, how did you get Kim Porter, who is AKA Diddy's wife, to co-sign on that?
Miss Porter's Roosevelt Hotel. Every 10 years or so, a brand comes around that it's new and it's fresh and all the kids want to wear it. And I think Candy Fresh is definitely that.
I mean, it's a family thing when you're around positive people and you're around like the Hollywood world is just. She felt it was like she said. She felt it was exciting. It was new. It was hot. It was fresh, and just being around Quincy and little Christian, it just they loved. They was the first ones to go on the Nickelodeon's Choice Awards with the Candy Fresh clothing. So Quincy loving the line, and the mother support everything that kids love. Big fan. So she co-signed and.
And a few of your videos with all her kids, Randy, Genevieve, Jafar, and Your Majesty Jackson. Now, what's the catch? Like, you seem kind of involved with the Jackson family, and you actually look like you put me in the mind of Jermaine Jackson. Like, what's up? What's up with that?
Really, I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, it's work. Like I said, I mean, growing up around the world of success, you never know what's up. I mean, you really feel that, like, you
Okay, okay. Now, you work with B. Howard, which everybody online, the paparazzi is saying that's Michael Jackson's son. How did you two link up?
well, B's a hard worker, and as family, you know, I mean, as far as the paparazzi, I really can't get into that situation. As far as I'm not allowed to speak on his behalf. But I mean, as you can see, he's a hard worker. Japan, I mean, all over there and dance floor. Number one single out there. So I mean, it's a lot, but it's just things I can't speak on.
I frequent Media Takeout. Actually, I frequent it every day. And they had a picture of you and Princess Dalal, the $4 billion princess, kissing. I know, like, you must have been too through with them. Like, but is that your girl, though?
No, I really want people to stop analyzing things, and you know, Princess Dalal is a very good friend of mine, and we're cool. The media take out, they over exaggerate things. Maybe they copy and pasted things. I don't know how that happened, how I ended up that picture coming together with her. But yeah.
We'll blame it on Photoshop. We'll blame it on Photoshop.
Photoshop. I don't like Photoshop. They do a lot of bad things.
Photoshop will get you caught up. But I mean, media takeout. They also said. I mean, even though you cleared that up, they said that you left her for WWE David Bautista's daughter Athena. So obviously that's not true, right?
It's definitely not true. That's like my little sister right there. Actually, shout out to the family, David, Glenda, Athena. You know, I love you like a little sister. I mean, I think people just they took the situation by seeing the tattoo on my hand of Athena, on a different level, which it really is, whatever. If you see my arm and my tattoos, you'll notice I have the different labels, and she was one of my products. I manage her.
Do you consider yourself to be a legend? And if not, what do you think it'll take to get to that status?
Definitely not. I feel like to be a legend, I see a lot of people. I'm not mad at any producers. I'm not mad at any artists, but I feel like in order to be a legend, I feel like you have to take somebody who doesn't have success and actually make them one of the greatest of all times. So to me, I have a lot of work to do, and I'm definitely nowhere near being a legend right now. I mean, I have did legendary things, and I'm a part of a legendary family, but I haven't did anything in my own career to make me a legend. So I have to make that happen. And to me, I like working with celebrities and stars, but I like working with artists that come from the bottom because if there's a lot of people that have talent that never get heard. So I feel like if I take a artist that doesn't have as much as a celebrity artist and make them a superstar, then that's becoming a legend.
So, what do you think Mr. Van, aka Van Mogul, will bring to the game what others couldn't?
I mean, I just feel like talent. If you line the talent, I'm not just gonna follow the entertainment world. I'm going to show people that I don't have to rip my shirt off to get my point across.
Well, I mean, we all know that sex sells. So, I mean, that is what it is. But again, I do agree. You should let the talent speak for itself. The first single off the album is titled "White Girls." Yeah, it's coming off of the Man Off the Wall album. Now, let's keep it real. Do you think that you're taking a major risk of losing fans of other colors and races with that one?
I believe not because when you're a very handsome young man, regardless, the girls are going to adapt to your environment. And to me, I'm not nowhere near racist. I just felt like it was a brilliant song, and I thought about the idea like it's like rocking FUBU. Like when you rock FUBU, for us bias, that's a black clothing line. So why can't I make a white girl song for their anthem? We have our songs. So why can't they have a white girl anthem? And it's like, I like different preferences. Like at the time, maybe I was in the mood that I was actually, into white girls. And it's like another place to put it is like, going to the ice cream shop and picking vanilla over chocolate. So I mean, right now I like vanilla. So.
Right. Well, I mean, what can you say after that explanation? Do whatever makes you happy. Do you? But where can we find the single "White Girls" at?
White Girls will actually be on iTunes in the USA and all 7 different countries next month. In September, you'll be able to get White Girls everywhere, and the promo is going to be everywhere. Right now, YouTube is making so many plays. It's thousands.
Definitely look forward to seeing what you have to bring to the game. So I wish you all the best of luck and thank you again.